Jazz is such a huge part of African American history. It proves that through the toughest times, people can come out the other side stronger. Welcome to Music for the Soul. Chicago has played a huge role in the development of urban blues. In the 1920s and 30s, Memphis Minnie, Tampa Red, Big Bill Brunsey, John Lee Williamson, Sonny Boy were very popular in Chicago at the time. In the 1920s, country blues began to emerge from spiritual songs, often heard among field workers in the southern states of America, where blues began its journey. There were no electric instruments at the time, so they used whatever instruments were available. They often used a guitar or an out-of-tune piano for performances. They didn't have any music knowledge prior to this, so they would usually play by ear, like folk musicians around the world. When they used guitars, they were usually made using whatever materials were available, like a metal cigar box. Some people even used their wooden shack or a plank of wood or the sound box for simple blow. Here's a little history on some of the main artists that made blues what it is today. Blind Lemon Jefferson was born Lemon Henry Jefferson. He was born on September 24th, 1893. And passed December 19th, 1929, when his car got stuck in the snow in Chicago and he tragically died of a heart attack. He was an American blues singer and guitarist from Texas. He was one of the most popular blues singers of the 1920s and has been titled Father of the Texas Blues. Charlie Patton, who is also known as Charlie Patton. He was born in 1891 and passed away on April 28, 1934. He passed away of a heart condition and, failing health, managed to record a song called "Oh Death." He was an American Delta blues musician. He is considered by many the father of the Delta blues and is credited with creating an enduring body of American music, and personally inspired many Delta bluesmen. Arthur Blind Blake, also known as Blind Blake, was born 1896 and passed December 1st, 1934. He was an American blues and ragtime singer and guitarist. He is known for a series of recordings at Paramount Records between 1926 and 1932. And the rest of his life is a mystery. The reason his life is mystery is because even his birthplace is being disputed by Paramount Records. Also, how he passed is completely unknown, and his name isn't even known to be true. Bessie Smith was born April 15th, 1894. And she passed away September 26, 1937. She was an American blues singer who was nicknamed the Empress of Blues. Smith was the most popular female blues singer of the 20s and 30s. She is often viewed as one of the greatest singers of her era. Her career faded, and she passed away in an automobile accident in 1939. Ma Rainey was born April 26, 1886, and passed away December 22, 1939. She was tagged as the mother of blues. She is the earliest link between the male country blues artists that roamed the back roads of the South. She retired from performing and returned to her home in Columbus, Georgia, where she ran 2 theaters. In 1939, she sadly passed away of a heart attack. These singers were the main people that helped to make blues in the 1920s as popular as it was. I hope you learned a little bit of background on these artists. Next week, we'll go over jazz and the people that made jazz what it is. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Music for the Soul.